Hello everyone and good evening. Today we continue with our series of punctuation marks and we'll tackle another important mark. It is the colon. So after dealing with the semicolon, today we'll see the colon. I mean this mark. Right. Now of course we know this mark indicates usually a kind of explanation, a kind of illustration between what comes before it and what comes after it. So usually this mark is mainly used for what? For indicating that what comes after the colon is simply a kind of explanation or illustration of what comes before it. Right, before it. So this is simply the first use of our today's mark, which is the colon. The colon. Here is its shape. So number one, you write it, indicates an explanation, right, or illustration of what comes after it to what precedes it. Right, for example, you write I like novels the ones written by, for example, Ernest Hemingway. Now here, this colon, comes to separate, here two elements or two clauses, now, or two sides. Now what comes after it is going to be an explanation or an illustration, for what precedes this colon. This is of course the main use of the colon, but not the only one. There are many other uses we'll try to see today. Also, among the common uses of this mark, as we all know, we use it in direct speech. We know that, in indirect quotes we have a reporting verb and a reported clause. So, this also mark comes to separate the reporting verb from the reported clause or the quoted clause or speech. Example, also, it is used to or in simply in direct speech to set off the reporting verb and the reported clause. Example, you write, she said, or she asked even if this direct speech, okay, is a statement or a question or order, okay, we always use okay, the colon, right, to separate the reporting verb from okay, the rest of the causal clause. So she said here, as you know, it's optional whether you put a comma or colon here, or also colon here. Okay, and we write, she said, for example, I am tired. I am tired. I am tired. Clear. So it's up to you here to put either comma or colon. Okay, both are correct and both are okay, academic, and no harm done if you use okay, any one of them. Good. Also we have another case, okay, which we frequently also encounter, and which is related to books. Sometimes some books, as you know, have a simple title, while others have, if you can say, a title of two parts, what we call main title and subtitle. Now, academically, we put the colon, okay, here to separate, okay, the main title from the subtitle. All right, so we write here. It is used to also separate or set off the title and subtitle, okay, in books. Example, we write the Civil War, I don't know, here we write, put our colon. This is our title, Civil War. Secrets, secrets, and for example, ideology. And this is my okay, subtitle, which comes after the colon. All right. Also, always with the books, when it comes to some books which have, if you can say, volumes, means parts, volumes. Okay. In this case, okay, we find it usually and mainly in citations, okay, in entries of citations. Right. When we want to indicate that, okay, the value, okay, and the page, and we separate them by the use of the colon. The use of the colon. Here also we write it used between the volume number, whether of book or magazine. Clear. The volume number and the page number. The page number. Example we have here. I don't know. This book, okay, is taken from, I don't know, volume number 3, okay. Volume number 3, because usually volume numbers, okay, are expressed using Roman numbers. Okay, Roman numbers. Put our colon here. Then we put the number of the pages. Stands we write 22, then hyphen 23. Right. So in this case, we find it mainly in entries. Okay, when we cite a book, right, we have to respect, okay, these norms and use here the colon to separate the two elements here, the two elements. Right. Also, we have another widely used case, which we use even in our daily life, clear daily life, and it concerns something important in our life, which is time. Also, when we express time, okay, in English, in writing, we separate the hours, okay, from the minutes, okay, by means of the colon. Right. Between, so it is used between hours and minutes, of course, when expressing time. Example, it is 12, okay, or 25 past 12. 25 past 12. 25 past 12, right here. Example. I put my colon here between the hours and the minutes. But to be frank with you, this use, okay, is mainly American use, okay, of the colon, right? But as today it has become, okay, a very common and widely used, okay, and it is widespread, right? Even the British today, okay, adopt, okay, this way of expressing time, because normally the British, they use what? They use only a full stop here. 25. Clear, full stop. To express time. This is the British way of expressing time in writing. They use a full stop, while the Americans use a colon. But as this use has become popular, okay, and used worldwide, we adopted our lesson, we consider it among, okay, the main uses of this mark. The main uses of this mark. Still, we have another important, okay, use, okay, which is okay, related to the colon. We need to clarify because it contains different cases, okay, and different ways, okay, how to put the colon correctly. So let's see it, okay, in this second part of this lesson. Okay. So last but not least, okay, we have, okay, the case of listing with the colon. And under listing we have, okay, three major cases also. So, right, number 6, or the sixth use or rule for the use of the colon, right. It is used while listing. But how? The first case, when we mentioned before the listed items, okay, some words, okay, like the following, as follows, these, okay, thus. Here, okay, we put between these words and the listed items a colon. Alright, so we write here, while listed, an arrow, so we write the colon here, okay. It comes between specific words. Right, like what? Like the following. The following. Also we have as follows. The following. As follows. Also we have the case of these, and also thus, and also thus. Alright, so between specific words and the listed items. For example, I write he is characterized, okay, as follows. As follows, we write here, he is characterized as follows. As follows. Serious. Elegant, and for example, and brave. So he is characterized as follows: serious, elegant, and brave. Okay. Or for example, if you want to do this, you need many items like these: first, second, and so on. All right. Good. Also, we have a listing another case. When you introduce before the listed items the general word, general word which contains or which comprises all these items. Example, I write an example. I like many colors. Many colors. Color. The white. The green. And the blue, and the blue. Right. So here, when I list my items, I introduce before them, I introduce or put before them the general word, clear, general word which comprise or contains all these listed items. Right. And we'll contrast this case with the third case. So we write for this here. Okay. Between the general word, of course, that includes the list items, and the listed elements. Listed elements. Like here is general word, and here are the items. For example, you can say, alright, I prefer, I don't know, American cars. For example, Cadillac, General Motors, and Chevrolet, for example, for instance. Clear. Now, we have a third case, which is similar to the second one, but in the third case, we don't find, the general word before the listed items. For example, I write, for example, I like the white, the green, and the blue colors or without colors. Now, as you see here, we have started directly listing the items without introducing or putting before them the general word that contains or includes all these colors or items. Unlike here, we put the word colors, the general word. Here, there is now general word, and we start directly, listing our elements. So here, in this case, we don't use the colon. Alright, so here, we don't use any colon. There is nothing here. Alright, nothing. You write directly, I like the white, the green, and the blue colors directly. Alright, but in case you introduce before the listed items general word, which comprises and includes all those elements, here you must separate this general word from the other elements by means of our colon, our mark, which is the colon. Okay. What is left in our lesson of today is only a kind of hint, or slight remark about, what we said in one of our previous lessons, just in case, right, you find, our colon used, in another case, which we haven't mentioned in this lesson, so we need to refer to it now, alright. We said that in letters, the British, or in our lesson also, we adopt, the use always of commas after both salutations and closings. But if you remember also, we said that, the Americans, right, put dear sir. Right, so the Americans, put at the end of business or formal salutations a colon, not a comma. The British always put a comma after salutations, whether they are formal or informal. But the Americans, if the letter is formal, business letter, they put a colon, and this is special with the Americans, US. So for us, we must always put commas, not colons. But in case you find the colon here after a business letter salutation, it's not wrong. It is American. It is American. But we in our lesson, and course, we always use the comma. So this is our last remark, with which we'll end our simple lesson today, hoping that things are clear, and also become clearer, with my examples and my explanation, and also my colors on the board. I wish you the best. Thank you so much, and see you in our next mark. Good luck.